ASEAN Dailies. First and the foremost news from Southeast Asia.
Hello, welcome to Durian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing. On the ASEAN Daily today, we will bring you daily updates and commentaries on issues and events that are impacting this region. I'm your host Arlene Tant, and on this Thursday, 18 February 2016, we will bring you the latest socio-cultural and trends from Southeast Asia. Our top story today. Climate change affects ASEAN biodiversity. There are wide gaps in geo-ecological and socio-economic contexts between ASEAN and Western countries. The issue is timely now that the ASEAN Conference on Biodiversity is underway in Bangkok on February 15 to 19. COP21 in Paris at the end of 2015 resulted in promising commitments from most countries involved in the negotiations, one of which is the commitment to try to limit global warming to 2 degrees Celsius or better yet, 1.5 Celsius. Climate change has already caused a negative environmental impact to Southeast Asians. These changes have impact on health issues, food security, seashore changes, and socio-economic. It also impacts flora and fauna. For example, a warmer climate will lead to changes in the distribution of plants and animal species. It will also create penological shifts whereby changes in specific temperatures or precipitation will affect breeding, reproductions, and other behavioral traits in many plants and animal species. Climate change will harm to the already endangered biodiversity in the ASEAN region, which has one of the most diverse ecosystems, comprising 20% of the world's terrestrial and marine biodiversity. In the context of ASEAN, it is not only plant and animal species that move, but people too. There are plenty of examples that due to warmer climate, rural communities are moving to higher ground to make their commercial crops more productive. A famous case is that of coffee farmers in central Aceh. Due to warmer climate and consequently more pest outbreaks, farmers are moving towards higher places far beyond 1,000 meters above sea level to continue cultivating their famous world-class Arabica coffee. Unfortunately, in doing so, the farmers have to enter protected areas and clear the land for their crops. Given the above trends, land managers and policymakers in ASEAN countries are faced with a complex set of decisions. The lack of funding, resources, and expertise continue to pose major challenges for ASEAN to prepare itself from climate change. Moving on to the next news. A new amendment has the potential to fundamentally alter the economics of mining in Myanmar and draw a new round of foreign companies to the country. The bill allows foreign firms to form joint ventures with small and medium-scale mining firms to expand a project and extends tenure permits for large-scale projects to 50 years. It also guarantees firms that conduct explorations according to the rules of a mining permit. In the past, only options for foreign miners was a production sharing contract, specifying a minimum quantity of production to be delivered to the government on top of royalties. These contracts have been used successfully in Myanmar but are ill-fitted for today's industry where the ownership structures are complex. With the product sharing contract, smaller capital-intensive firms called juniors typically make the bulk of mining discoveries. The amendment is important because the interpretations of the clause will make or break the industry for foreign investors. According to Lanchlan Foy, head of commercial affairs at Valentis Resources. The new clause that allows for production sharing, profit sharing, or equity participation is why they think that economics of mining projects will change. Interestingly, an Austrade briefing session in Australia in October 2015 on the potential opportunities in Myanmar drew almost 50 firms, a record number for a non-traditional exports or investment market update. There are other issues surrounding the mining industry that needs to be addressed. Myanmar has an abundance of natural resources ranging from gold, rubies, jade, coal, copper, tin, and tungsten. But the sector is plagued by controversies around safety, land rights, resources sharing, armed conflicts, and lawlessness. Foreign mining companies have often clashed with residents amid allegations of land dispossession and environmental damage. And mineral wealth has felt sporadic in conflict between the military and armed ethnic groups. Let's move on to the next news in the Philippines. Famed Philippine boxer Manny Pacquiao had made his name globally in the boxing arena, famously for getting into the ring last year with Floyd Mayweather from the United States. This time, he is in hot water for equating gays with animals. 8-time world boxing champion Manny Pacquiao apologized on Tuesday for describing homosexuals as quote-unquote worse than animals after his remarks sparked a firestorm of criticism. The 37-year-old reinventing himself as a conservative Bible-bearing politician before the country's May elections, where he is running for a Senate seat. Pacquiao said that he was not condemning homosexuals but was standing by his conservative Christian faith. Gay marriage is outlawed in the Philippines due to strong opposition from the Catholic Church, and 80% of the country's 100 million people subscribe to the faith. The country's most popular gay comedian, Vice Ganda, posted with the hashtag Pray for Manny Pacquiao to his 6.7 million followers on Twitter. He was quoted, "Some people think they can judge people like God just because they have attended a prayer meeting and read the Bible." On an ironic twist of fate, Nike has decided to cut ties with Manny Pacquiao after Pacquiao's gay slurs. The celebrity boxer has been endorsing Nike for the past 8 years. Nike, which has a pro-LGBT campaign under the banner Be True, called Pacquiao's comments abhorrent. That's all from our ASEAN Daily today. Thanks for tuning in to Durian ASEAN with me, Arlene Tan. For more updates on Southeast Asia, please go to our website at durianasean.com. If you're on the go, you can always download our TuneIn app on your mobile. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels at Durian ASEAN and Durian ASEAN TV. Don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram. We always welcome feedback from our listeners. Stay tuned with ASEAN Daily by tomorrow Friday, same time at 12 to 1 p.m. on GMT Plus 8. Durian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing.
You're now listening to Durian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing.